Pita Paraone.
Mr. Chairman, I think it would be remiss of me not to take a call in this particular, for this particular clause, because it does carry the issue regarding what the board can do in terms of the selling and leasing of land. And given that this probably forms a major part of the assets of this, this trust, I think it's only fair that we should be quite clear just what those lands are. And it talks about the Clearville land, the Papawai land, and the Kaikokirikiri land. And it talks about that the board may sell the land in terms of Clearville, but not the Papawai or Kaikokirikiri land. And if they are to sell it, it has to be by public auction or by private contract, and on the terms and conditions that the board thinks fit, with power to buy in or rescind or vary any contract of sale. Now, I think the trustees themselves are very clear as to their responsibilities in regards to land retention, but obviously they think that the Clearville piece of property ought to be offloaded, for want of a better word, and it would be very interesting to see what they do with the proceeds as to whether or not they invest in further land or just use it to benefit their beneficiaries.
Members, the question then is at clause 11 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Those against no. The motion is carried. The question now is at clause 12 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Those against no. The motion is carried. The question now is at clause 13 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Against no. The motion is carried. The question now is at clause 14 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Those against no. The motion is carried. The question now is at clause 15 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Those against no. The motion is carried. I will report the bill without amendment. Mr. Chairman.
The House is resumed.
Mr. Speaker, the committee has considered the Papawai and Kaikokirikiri Trust Amendment Bill and report it without amendment. Mr. Speaker, I move the report be adopted.
The question is that the report be adopted. Those that are of that opinion will say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The Papawai and Kaikokirikiri Trust Amendment Bill is set down for third reading next sitting day. I call on members. Order of the day number